Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you how to make this cat beanie with earmuffs, so let's get into it. So I'm going to be using some of my yarn here and my 5mm crochet hook. I've already started making the first panel, but I'm going to show you how to make the second panel. I'm going to make my loop and then I'm going to place it on my crochet hook, and now it's time for me to measure my head. I measured 12 inches in the front and then I measured 9 inches in the back. Since I do have dreads, I am going to kind of jump up a couple stitches just so there's enough room. So now I'm going to chain 35 stitches because if I put that on my measuring tape, that measures to 11.5 inches and that's enough for my hat. I'm going to start off by making my double crochet stitch, going under those 2 loops, wrapping the yarn, pulling it forward, then wrapping the yarn again, pulling through those 2 loops, and then wrapping the yarn over again and pulling through 2. And then I'm going to go into the second chain and do my double crochet stitch again. So that's really going to be the pattern for the first row or for all your other rows, because I do kind of switch it up after this first row. Once I'm at the end of my first row, I just go through those 2 loops and then I turn my work around, pull the yarn up just a little bit for my double crochet stitch. You can also chain, and then I'm going to go right in the top of those stitches and I'm going to do my double crochet stitch again. And actually I don't do double crochet stitches anymore. I do my triple crochet stitches, so this goes a little bit faster because I'm not supposed to be making this tutorial for y'all right now, but I wanted to. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with my triple crochet stitch and do a couple more steps than the double crochet, but it just goes much higher and faster. Going into that stitch, wrap around, pull 2, wrap around, pull 2 again, then wrap around, pull 2, and then wrap the yarn around twice on my hook and do it again. So I've chosen to do the triple crochet option here. So I'm going to do 9 rows only, and then if you're doing the double crochet, you'll have to do 18 so that it all adds up evenly. And now once I'm done my row of my triples, I'm going to pull the yarn a little bit longer and then prepare to go back into those stitches. And that's also what you will be doing if you are doing the double crochet stitches. You'll just want to make sure that you have some space to go into the stitch. And then once you're done the row of your 9 rows or 18 rows, you chop that off and then you will have your 2 sides done. Once you're done the 2 panels, you want to make sure that you know which side is the outside and which side is the inside. So you want to make sure that the 2 outside pieces are facing together and the inside of your hat is facing outside, so that we can start working from the inside of the beanie, because we are now going to attach both of our panels together with the slip stitch. I'm going to place my yarn on my crochet hook and pull it through both panels, wrap around and pull through the loop, and then I'm going to weave through the side of my piece, and I'm going to do my slip stitch, I believe it's called, so you can let me know if that's wrong or not. And I'm just going to weave through the side of my hat. There are no real stitches to go through, so you kind of have to eyeball and kind of make it work, but once you get to the top, there are stitches along the way, so it makes it much easier. So once I'm done my side fully, I will just turn that over and I will go through the top of the stitches, and this is the super easy way because we already have the chains at the top for us to weave through, and it's very seamless. So I love going along the top here, and that's what we'll be doing. And then once you have completed weaving through the top, you literally just turn your work to the side and attach the last part of the side. Once that is attached, you grab your scissors and you snip that off and you just pull that through for now. You can turn your beanie inside out so that you're facing the outside of your beanie, roll up the band a bit, and there you have it. Now let's make the earmuff section. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your beanie is facing outside, but you're going to turn it upside down, and you're going to count 5 stitches of each color to the side. And the reason why, we're just preparing to make sure that the width of our earmuff is going to cover our ears. So once I have that set, I'm going to place my crochet hook through, pull through those 2, and go up just like before, making sure that I'm going through the rim of the beanie. And then I'm going to be doing my double crochet stitch in the middle of each of these stitches here. So it looks a little bit confusing, but it's super simple. We're literally just weaving our double crochet stitches through the folded part of our beanie and kind of making it look as seamless as we possibly can. So I'm on my 4th stitch here, and then I'm going to weave in, do my 5th stitch, double crochet stitch, pull 2, pull 2, and then we can't jump over to the yellow just yet because it will create this huge gap. So we're going to go right in the middle where that yellow and pink is, kind of weave our crochet hook in, pull through, and then also do our double crochet stitch. This really just seams everything together from both sides of each color, and you don't have to use 2 different yarn colors. I just did because I was going to run out of my yellow yarn. And once I've done my 10 stitches across, I'm going to turn my work over to where I'm facing the inside of the beanie, pull up just a little bit, and then I'm going to go right back into my double crochet stitch. And I'm actually going to be doing 4 rows of double crochet stitches for my earmuffs before I show you the next steps. Make sure you're going all the way to the end because you don't want to be doing unwanted decreases. So now that I'm done, I'm going to pull up again and go right back into my double crochet stitches, and this is my 3rd row, and also go all the way to the end. Once I have completed my 3rd row and I have also completed my 4th row, I'm then going to show you guys what to do next. So we're going to actually make sure that we're skipping 2 stitches and then going into the 3rd stitch, wrapping that yarn around, pulling through, wrapping the yarn around again, and pulling through all those 3 stitches. And we just did a decrease. So now I'm going to do that all the way along here. So we're not doing double crochet stitches at this point right now. We're doing this stitch. I'm not sure what it's called, so if you know, please let us know. And after, I'm going to leave 3 stitches on, and I'm going to skip 2 and go into the 3rd stitch. And the reason is because I want to make sure that I'm doing decreases on both ends. Once I have completed my decreases, I'm going to turn my work over again, and once I'm facing the correct way, I'm going to skip 2 stitches and I'm going to make my double crochet stitch into the 3rd stitch. And the reason being is because these is creating the straps for our earmuff. So I'm going to do another 2 double crochet stitches right now. And after I've done my 3rd double crochet stitch, like right here, I'm going to wrap that yarn around. I'm gonna skip 2 stitches and go right to the edge of the earmuff section, pull through, wrap around, and pull through all those 3 stitches. And now the next thing that we have to do is turn our work over again, do a slip stitch into the top of our 1st double crochet stitch, pull that yarn forward, pull that forward, and then we're going to wrap that yarn around, do a chain, and then we're going to go right in the top of that chain again that we just went into, and we're going to do our double crochet stitch. This is starting the 1st row of our 3 double crochet stitches that will be for the string of our earmuff. So woof, we have made it. And so now everything moving on forward from here will be super easy. You're going to turn your work around and literally go back into your double crochet stitches like we have been doing for the rest of the hat. And so once you've done your 3 double crochet stitches, you'll see what we're working with here and how simple it is. So you can see here the earmuff, and now we've done our decreases, and now it's only our 3 stitches. After I've done a couple rows of my double crochet stitches, I actually made the decision to switch to my triple crochet stitches. So after 3 rows, I started doing my triple crochet stitch. This just made it go a lot faster so I can get this tutorial out for you guys. And yeah, so you pull through 2, wrap around, pull through 2, and then you wrap around again and you pull through those last 2 and then wrap 2 loops around your crochet hook and do it again. And once you have completed the 19 rows, you will snip off that yarn, and there you have it. You can tie in those loose strings and your cat beanie with earmuffs is all done. I'm gonna try it on for you guys. I didn't know what to expect because this was like the first time I actually ever made this, but wow, she is so cute and I absolutely loved it. And it was also super cozy, so I honestly didn't want to take it off, but I had to get this out for you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe. Catch you later. Bye.